puts a mule in the mine. I drive her with only one line. On the backboard I sit, tobacco I spit all over my sweetheart's behind.
In our last episode, we walked the streets of Hellroaring Gulch and saw how families built a community above ground. Today, we go below, into the Orphan Girl Mine. Unlike most Western camps that began with placer mining, Butte was different from the start. This was a place of deep shafts, drifts, and stopes. It was industry, not speculation. The Orphan Girl sits along the edge of the Boulder Batholith, the geologic formation that shaped Butte's destiny. Gold and silver brought people here, but copper, lead, manganese, and zinc built the modern world.
And it wouldn't be until an industrial revolution when everybody was getting indoor electricity, indoor plumbing, that copper would really be attractive. And luckily, that's when Butte was sitting on a mountain of copper ore. And same thing with zinc. Here at the Orphan Girl Mine, its main ore body is zinc. Its byproducts were lead and silver. Zinc was a trash mineral until the turn of the century with the invention of the automobile, and they needed the zinc for the batteries. And the same thing with the manganese at the Orphan Girl. Manganese was a trash mineral until the 1940s when Germany had cut tungsten supplies off into Russia. Tungsten was the steel hardener of the era, but luckily Butte was sitting on a mountain of manganese. And by the way, some of the old docents, the old timers, the retired miners, they're no longer with us. They would, to quote Ed, he would say that we mine that manganese from 500 feet clear to grassroots. Yeah. So it's just been an evolution over necessity, I guess, for the past 250 years.
Today, the Orphan Girl is part of the World Museum of Mining and the only underground mining tour of its kind in Montana. Here, history isn't told, it's entered.
The Boulder Batholith was born in fire, molten granite rising more than 70 million years ago. Within its formed veins of gold and silver, enough to draw prospectors west. But deeper still were the metals that would change everything. Copper carried electricity, silver powered industry, lead fueled manufacturing and war. Manganese strengthened steel, zinc protected iron. From the single formation, Butte supplied the materials of the modern age. Mines like the Orphan Girl were not just claimed, they were gateways into the industrial future.
There was not only copper in that ore. That's why it's called the richest till on earth. Not because they got more copper or more gold, because they damn near got every mineral in the world. You name it, they got it. And they took it out.
To enter the Orphan Girl today is to step directly into that world. Visitors walk through an adit cut into the hillside, no cage, no descent, just a steady path into the mine itself. Inside, the space opens into drifts and stopes where men once worked in darkness. Above ground, the yard tells the rest of the story. The headframe, the hoist house, the ore bins. You can stand beside the ore cage and imagine its descent. Inside the engine room, the hoist operator station remains, where one person controlled the movement of men and materials below.
And with that work came a way of speaking, a culture shaped by risk. Miners would say, "Tapper light," a simple phrase that meant everything. Work carefully, stay aware, respect the ground. The Orphan Girl carried that forward, making the danger real even today.
Mining was relentless. Long shifts underground, tight spaces, constant noise, constant risk.
Miners had names for fallen rocks. Dugans. Named, it said, after Butte's mortician. If a rock came loose, you might meet him sooner.
So the idea was, you got hit by one of these Dugans, you got yourself sent to Mr. Dugan.
It was dark humor, but it reflected a constant reality.
At the turn of the 20th century, the average Butte miner lived to just 43 years old.
Even without accidents, the dust took its toll. You don't just learn that in The Orphan Girl. You feel it.
The Orphan Girl wasn't the richest, but it endured. And today, it stands against a skyline once filled with headframes.
So, and the other part, the Orphan Girl is, in my diverse, I guess, learning experience, one of the things, and the Bureau of Mines, you find out that the 7 square mile area, Big Butte, is a big rhyolite dike that runs right through the middle of the ore body, and that's why you're the Orphan Girl. You sit on the other side of that dike. Between you and the Anselmo mine is barren ground. Big Butte came in and runs underneath the ground all the way up underneath the creek to the other side. And that's why the early people, when they built the School of Mines, where did they put it? They put it right where it is on the rhyolite dike where they would never mine under it.
Together, Butte's mine stretched more than 10,000 miles underground. From those tunnels came the materials that powered cities, industries, and nations.
Today, the Orphan Girl anchors the World Museum of Mining. It stands as proof that Butte was not built on chance, but on labor. Visitors walk the yards, enter the mines, and stand where miners once stood. In many places, mining history has faded. Here it remains, preserved and tangible.
And through it all, the miners' words still echo. Tapper light, a greeting, a warning, a reminder of the lives built and lost below the surface.
The mines were the center of the universe in Butte, Montana. The families of the miners lived and died by the bells. One bell during the morning warned a family that they were losing their husband, their brother, their friend, their neighbor. If that were to happen, the women band together and helped the woman grieve, and then moved her children to the cabbage patch or to a family's home.
They've been away, even though they've always stayed. Found on the edge of town, last to see the sun go down. Golden strands around her collar, bloodlines left to regard her. Through the darkness, voices hurl, honestly the orphan girl. 8 lights keep the place, carry on, get caught and they never say. It's fine to be forgotten. 8 lights keep the place, carry on, get caught and they never say. It's fine to be forgotten. They shut the door, aimed to rattle what stood for. The meager couldn't say goodbye and longed to hear her whistle cry. Left behind were the few to ensure her heart pulled through. Muffled were the lines to earth that unveiled a new worth. 8 lights keep the place, carry on, get caught and they never say. It's fine to be forgotten. 8 lights keep the place, carry on, get caught and they never say. It's fine to be forgotten. back to see the broken image of what we were in our journey to discover who we are. 60 turns have come unwound, several echoes have been found. The wistful few need console, countless tales are left untold, sealed in former glory, where history tells a story, found their place at long last, chosen to preserve the past. 8 lights keep the place, carry on, get caught and they never say it's fine to be forgotten. 8 lights keep the place, carry on, get caught and they never say it's fine to be forgotten. Sweetheart's mule in the mine, I drive her with only one line. On the backboard I sit, tobacco I spit all over my sweetheart's behind.
This has been Drifts and Tales, where history tells a story. Join us next time as we move from the mines to the movement, from the depths of the Orphan Girl to the rise of labor in Butte and the battles that shaped Montana and the nation.
My sweetheart's mule in the mine, I drive her with only one line. I sit, tobacco I spit all over my sweetheart's behind.